I don't express my anger very well, and I've been going to actually see a psychologist recently because I feel like if you feel angry, but I'm really non-confrontational, and if you feel it but you don't express it, it can well up inside you, and I don't think that can be very good for you. So I went to this psychologist, and he reckons what I should do is write my feelings down by way of expressing myself without having to confront the actual person. So I've written this poem, which I think might maybe doing it in this neutral space might be helpful for me. So this is a poem I wrote called Angry, or in brackets, Feet. Bit nervous. Sometimes I get a bit angry, but you couldn't tell. No, you couldn't tell unless you looked real closely. Sometimes I get a bit angry, but it's all right. Yes, it's all right, because I keep it out of sight, inside, deep inside. I breastfed till I was 9. Which my quack doctor says is fine. And he also says I deal with anger better if I wrote about myself in a poem or a letter. My mother was a fucking bitch. Caring lady. She taught me all I know, although I was a little slow. She never gave up. She never let me slut down, although she spent a lot of time at the neighbour's house when my dad was out of town. I didn't walk till I was 7 or talk till I was 10, but neither did Napoleon, according to my doctor, who has certificates in frames to substantiate his dodgy fucking claims. My father left my mother for the love of a poontang another. And I have a bastard brother who I've never really known because my dad moved up to Sydney and he doesn't have a bullshit, you fat telephone. In primary school, I had trouble making ashtrays. Friends. An issue which has become somewhat of a trend, the origin of which I cannot pretend does not perplex me, although my fucking doctor says it's cool and that loads of fat pricks, fuck you! Kids at school have problems with communication and that a course of medication would be wise, and combined with more honest self-expression could help me with my issues with emotional repression. And at $90 a session, I think I'll take the thieving chaps advice. So, I quite like porn photography and books on guns history, and I'd like to be a politician. Vet. And I feel as I get older I'm more in control of my violent tendencies, and when I die, I'll have no regret. And I feel that all this writing is really puffy, exciting, and would be proud because I feel a lot less angry and I'm saying stuff out loud and I'm letting anger out. Like today in our last session when I taught the a lesson because he said I'm not progressing, said I wasn't moving forward, so I said, well, let's see how you move without your fucking legs. And I tied him to his chair and I pulled out my machete and I listened to him beg and then I cut his fucking feet off. And while he lay there bleeding, I used his feet to kick him in the head. Thank you, giggling cunts, very much.